Hey loves, this is for the women who love deeply. Video 9. Speak your feelings before they turn heavy. Unspoken feelings don't stay quiet. Silence turns feelings inwards. We are deeply emotional. Because we love so deeply, it means we have so much empathy and so much depth and so much feelings, which is why we can love so deeply. But this also could be a bittersweet thing, right? Because if we don't speak, it consumes us and it can ruin our positivity and our happiness, and it can get dark real quick. So, always speak your mind. We are deep. We need to release. We need to talk about things when things upset us. We need to, even when we want to be perfect, we want to be happy, we want to always bring light and never bring problems. I understand you. I understand you. But we can't live this way. We can't live in a perfect, faked world. To be perfect at every single point, we need to speak our minds. And you might think, well, like, I just want to love people and love him and love and just provide love and care and happiness and joy and just everything, lust and passion. You just want to be a vibrating like miracle. Never bring problems. Trust me, I know. But I'm telling you, this will eat you alive, and it could actually do the opposite for your relationship. It can actually hurt you guys in the end because you're holding things in. You're not speaking. Your person wants you to speak. Your person wants you to tell them when something's wrong. They don't want you to feel like a prisoner in the relationship, like you have no say, like no matter what, like you have to be perfect, like you're a slave. They don't want that. They want you to speak up when there's a problem. And if they don't want you to speak up, they want you just to look pretty and shut up, well then that's not your person. That is not your life partner. A real man, a real good person, a healthy relationship that wants the other person to feel like a human being and treat them like a human being and have a heart and soul, they will be grateful that you spoke up, that you didn't ruin the relationship and eventually like snap at each other or build resentment for each other. They want you to speak up when you feel a certain way. Don't just stay silent and pretend like it didn't happen. It will ruin your relationship, especially with how emotional you are and how women never forget things. We never forget. So it'll just eat you alive and then ruin and infect the whole relationship. Expression creates emotional relief. Your voice lightens your heart. This emotional release of you just sitting down, hugging your partner, sitting on his lap, laying in bed and talking about something that affected you. Even if you're like, oh, it was dumb, like I got a little bit jealous, he did something and with the woman or something, and like maybe I shouldn't be jealous, maybe I shouldn't feel like something, let me just like shut my mouth and pretend like it didn't happen. Don't do this. Your person wants you to be real, wants you to speak up. Speak on it. If you felt something, you felt something. Tell them. And maybe they'll just be cute and they'll make it better, and they'll just be like, oh, that'll never happen again. I'm sorry that I even felt like that. Or like they'll be like, well, like they won't make you feel dumb, but they'll just laugh with you about it, and you guys move forward. They're like, I love you, and it's only you. Either way, speak up because they can assure you. And if they don't, they're not your person. Again, depends if they react evilly or meanly or aggressive, then you already know, cut. But if they're like, you know, laughing, or they're like not laughing because they see that it's serious, not even as something to laugh about, maybe that's even disrespectful to you, depending on the situation, right? If they're just like, you're my person and that will never happen again, or you know, whatever the situation is, like they're just gonna reassure you. So always speak your mind, always. It'll lighten your heart, and so that you can stay feminine and brave and continue to love him deeper and deeper every single day without holding back, crawling back. If you were a turtle, like going back into your turtle home and your little rock, because you're like, now I don't know if I can trust him with my whole heart. I'm going to hold back, or I'm going to cause little games in our relationship. And you don't want to be causing games and like you want to just love and be happy, right? So you need to speak up. You can speak calmly and clearly. The best way to go about this is making sure that you guys are touching in some way. Being calm and clear, study shows this is better. So sitting on his lap and talking to him, laying in bed and talking to him, but touching each other in some way, hands to hands, looking at him in the eye, hugging him while talking, maybe not even looking him in the eye, just hugging him and telling him with literally like in hug and just talking, not even looking at each other. It can be in anything. It can be in the bathtub, having a bubble bath together. You're laying on him, he's on the thing, you're just comfortable. Somewhere where like you guys are comfortable together, touching each other. And be calm and be clear when you bring this up. We want the state of this environment to be very loving and nurturing and like you're my person for life and I'm not going anywhere. That is what before you bring something up, that is what I want you guys to now think before you just say in the middle of nowhere any time in the world. Plan to have a conversation that needs to be had respectfully as adults, and that's handled in the right way so that the person can actually hear and focus on your words and is actually able to speak in his best way too, because now he's not like, mid-driving and has to focus on the road, right? For example, right? Or like at a party or something, trying to like hang out with his friends or something, and it's like there's drama and now everyone's into your drama, right? So making sure that you guys are in a comfortable place, that you guys are cozy, touching each other in love, and then speak on something that happened calmly, super calmly. If I would say lovingly, I would add that into here. Calmly, clearly, and lovingly speak on how you felt and what happened in a certain situation. Be clear, be calm, collect, and then he can answer in a calm and collect way as well, because you gave him the whole environment to be vulnerable and speak his mind and think and be mature and say he's sorry, and then that'll never happen again, and either explain himself or don't, whatever the situation is, and that you guys can come to resolution so this never happens again. This specific situation will never repeat itself again, because there might be other situations in the future. You guys are growing forever in life, there'll always be, but if you guys have this healthy habit in your relationship and in marriage, you guys will get through every single challenge along the way, because you're doing it so healthily and so lovingly. It'll never lead to raising voices. It'll never lead to hitting. It'll never lead to lashing out mean things to each other. All of this can be avoided just by holding each other. Through literally studies show this, so these are facts. Just physically touching someone will make you guys feel in less defense mode, which will make your conversations flow a lot easier. Honesty prevents emotional buildup. Being honest from the moment it happens, the sooner the better, or of course, in that case, the end of the day, depending what happened. If you don't want to say it in that moment, it's totally fine, because you don't want to ruin something or affect something. But if you can just there's ways to go about it, but as long as you're holding each other, I'm not saying it has to be at home, I'm not going to be like the person to dictate your relationship, but as long as you're holding someone and touching someone and hugging someone and looking at their hands or hugging or smiling, just there's love when you're having a conversation, you're going to be okay. But just know that you want to be honest. You don't want to linger. All I'm trying to say is don't linger weeks, days, I would honestly say figure that shit out the day. Why go to sleep with what if you guys don't wake up tomorrow? Why would you go to sleep and allow this to fester in your love and affect you for a second day? That's a whole nother day on earth. Don't let that affect you. Talk about that shit that day. If you guys are living together, it's even easier. If not, then meet up or a phone call, do something. I know it's harder when you guys are in the developing stage before you move in together, but still find a way to, if you need to drive to them, find a way to talk about this, and so you guys can sleep soundly and your relationship's intact and it's not being affected deeply, right, and lingering. So then it makes it harder and more deeper and more intense. Say it early and gently. Here are some affirmations for you to use. I speak before resentment. My voice brings peace. I express with love. Say it softly. This is video 9 for the women who love deeply. trust me, we are going to find a good man. We will be able to love a man to our fullest, dying, heart, passion, soul. But we need to be patient, because when you give this passionate, deep love and everything to a man, they need to deserve it. And you need to be ready, and they need to be ready for it. Because you don't want that to come crumbling down. Everything you did, everything you said, everything you spent, everything you gave to it comes crashing down because someone wasn't ready, or you weren't ready, and you're hurt all over again, heartbreak, and you're back into your shell having to heal until you can move forward with another man again. You don't want to waste more time having to heal again before you can jump into another relationship. Let's protect ourselves. Don't waste time with men who are not your life partner at all. Don't go on the date. Don't show up. Do not waste any moment of your time. Know your worth. You are a deep, passionate, loving woman that loves with her whole heart in every single way, and shows in every single way. I know you, as I am you, and we deserve to have that dream man who will also give us that same back. And it's literally like a fairy tale. So do not cave, and don't just settle. Be patient, be brave, continue leveling yourself up until your person comes. And then you can just, without any fear, because you can trust them, because they're the same as you. Everything. And they're not going to ever cheat. They're not going to ever leave you. They're going to always be there by the end of the night. To any problem you guys have, resolve it with love and care and kisses and hugs and holds. So wait for it. Wait for a healed man. A healed man that mastered his mind, who has morals and values. Doesn't do anything shady in any way behind closed doors in his room by himself. Nothing shady. He's not a shady person. Be with a man who's fucking powerhouse. Just loves, just gives, just chooses good and positivity and light and love. And thinks before he speaks, thinks before he takes actions, thinks about how it'll affect others. Be with a man like that. Because why? Because I know you. I am you. You are that same way as a woman. And you think clearly, and you give, and you just want to be loved. I know. But trust me, it will come. So have faith, believe in yourself, and continue thriving, working on yourself. Focus on yourself. You will get there. Your prince will come, and then you'll be able to be your beautiful princess self. Of course, not being a perfectionist princess, not causing any problems. I want to be perfect for him. It doesn't work out. I've experienced it. It doesn't exist. We still need to speak up. Again, in this experience, we need to talk about when you feel some things, you need to tell him. This will keep your guys' love strong, passionate, and continue lasting forever. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next